All right, hey guys, what's going on? Impromptu stream today. I'm taking some time off from work the next few days, so got all my other stuff done that I wanted to do. So I figured I'd hop on and we'll play some more Impact Winter for a while. Man, this cord. Urgh. It's not long enough. It needs to be about 6 inches longer. So anyway, yeah. Impact Winter. We played this for the first time Saturday, I believe it was. This is basically a survival. Basically a survival game. Hey Adonis, what's going on? Essentially what happens, what's the basic story of this game is it's 2018. And Earth gets hit by an asteroid, throwing it into essentially a perpetual winter. You're playing a guy named Jacob, and he's got 4 other people with him as part of his team, and they're holed out in a church, as you see behind the logo there. And at the very beginning of the game, they get a signal. They have this robot with them, and the robot receives this garbled message saying that someone has detected us and they're going to be there in 30 days to pick us up. So we have to survive for 30 days for them to get here. But you can shorten the timer by doing certain things, doing certain upgrades, performing certain tasks. You get these, what they call rescue points towards that, and every time you quote-unquote level up, you get a time reduction. Typically it's been 4 hours off of that timer, and essentially it's just about survival. Each of the 4 people that are there with you have kind of a storyline, and you have to do tasks for them, which they can craft. You go out and find supplies or whatever materials for them to craft things, like start off the game with a basic fire inside the church, mind you. And the mechanic of the group, her name is Maggie. You can go get the parts for her to make a basic furnace so that the fires can burn longer. You don't have to scavenge and scrounge for scraps of wood. It's that kind of stuff. Wendy is a former nurse. You can find stuff for her to make food with. She's a cook of the group as well. So we started the game on Saturday for the first time, and I don't think I was playing it quite right. I think the idea is you're supposed to be concentrating, I don't want to say exclusively, but you should be putting more weight on doing the tasks for the people that are with you rather than just going out and doing random scrounging. It's the first time I played it. I played it maybe, I don't know, maybe 5-6 hours, and started running out of food and water, and it was getting harder and harder to find it. So I wound up scrapping that and starting over, and it seems to be going, excuse me, I just had lunch. It seems to be going a little bit better this time. There is an eating mechanic, there is a sleeping mechanic. You got to drink, you have to rest, all of those things. So, and I forgot where we left off. So yeah, here's the church. This is Christoph. He's the guy that maintains the robot. That's Wendy. She's the nurse / cook. That is Maggie. Blane is down here. He's the old man of the group. This is where the camp's supplies are. Yeah, no problem. I figure this game just came out for Xbox. I know it's been on PC for a while, so people that are jumping in may not be familiar with it. This is where all the supplies are. Whenever you come back from a mission or something, or scrounging, you can drop the stuff off there, and over here is where you divvy out the food and the water for all of the other people. You're the only one that goes outside as a playable character. I mean, every now and then one of the other 4 people will have a question mark above their head, and they call it a dilemma. Like somebody will say they found some stuff outside, should they go out and get it? And as you can see up top, it's pretty cold, 10 degrees Celsius. I have a hard time converting back and forth in my head, but it can get as cold as, I've seen it in the negative 40s Celsius, so you have to kind of pay attention before you go outside what the temperature is, because that can affect your health. And yeah, you can see there's your timer. The seeds that you see there, that's kind of a currency. You can see these, what they call nomads, out and about, and you can do tasks for them. They ask you to, do tasks like find bones or find caps and things like that. While you're out scrounging, you can pick all that stuff up and you can give it to them. And that will give you rescue points as well. So lots of stuff in here. This is the mission list, essentially. You see Blane's story, Maggie's story. That's a task for a specific person. And you can see this one. Some of the events are timed, as you can see that one. 1 second of real time equals a minute in the game. And as you can see, that one's going to expire here shortly. You can also see each of these items, or each of these tasks, events, require items. And it will tell you which ones you have, which ones you don't. You can also assign a role to each person. Yeah. So it's your current list of roles. Every time you level up, you get two new roles to assign to each person. So yeah, and you can see there's a plus and a minus for each one. Like this one, morale increases when you sleep, but conversely, energy regains slower when sleeping. So there's always a trade-off. Let's see, this is the team here. You can get a quick glance at everybody's state, everybody's status. And this is your robot. And we only have one upgrade so far. Of course, we're only on day 4. You can see in the upper right hand corner, it is 1:30 in the afternoon on day 4. And this is my current inventory. We don't have it fully maxed out yet. So I'm down here. Yeah, see, I failed that one because it was time limited. Sorry, Blane, you don't get your booze, buddy. Let's see. Trombones, thank you for the host, buddy. Thank you. Everybody from the Brazier, welcome. Over. Hey, what's going on, man? How's your Monday? All right, so we got some water, but I should probably some because I'm getting low. You know, this may take a few tries before you before you get good at it. Now, here's one of the dilemmas that I was just mentioning right here. Wendy says, Jacob, looks like whoever was in the church before us had some food supplies. I found some old jars that could contain some ingredients. Lots to look through, and it'll be a boring job. So you can see, if I have her do this, it will reduce her energy because she's putting forth physical effort to do this. Happiness will go down a little bit. Oh, nice. I'm beginning to... I fired the first salvo. I don't know if you saw my tweet or not. I'm firing the first salvo in the man versus mole war for my yard. I am not going to lose my yard to those little shits. Sorry. Okay, what are we going to do? So I bought a couple of traps on Amazon on Saturday, and they came yesterday. So, okay, so let's see. Mission for Wendy. Blueprints. Oh, and there are random people that you can run across in addition to the nomads out in the world. That's what the stranger event is. He's looking for his lost supplies. I think what we're going to do first, I'm going to do... Where is it? Maggie. Maggie's power story. Maggie has given you... You got rabbits? Yeah. Cats love to do that. Hey, look, Dad, look what I found. Maggie has given you directions to her father's auto shop and asks you to find his blueprints, allowing you to add power to the church via a generator. Blueprints are locked away, so you'll need to search the garage for a way to access them. You can find lockpicks. You do have a map, but like some games, it doesn't tell you where you are on it. Okay, the only thing that you know is right there in the center is a marker for the church. The only way that you'll know where you are is potentially by the roads that you see, if you see parts of the roads. But the red markers that you see in the upper left of the map, those are gas stations, so you can use those as reference to give you an idea of where you are. And at the end of the... I played a little offline yesterday, and I went a little bit north, and I did find that gas station just to the north of the church, so I have an idea of how big the map is, and it's not quite as big as I thought it was. Yeah, I've had the mole problem for about, this is the second year. And my yard just feels like, it's only the front yard. It feels like you're walking on a sponge, a wet sponge. It's very soft. You can see the tunnels that they're digging. And what I started to do, like I mentioned before, I bought the traps from Amazon. I bought 2 of them. And what they suggest that you do is they suggest using a roller. If you've ever laid sod, you know what a roller is. It's just a big, huge plastic barrel-shaped thing that you fill with water. And that's what you do when you lay the sod to, get it, good contact with the dirt underneath it. They suggest you roll your yard to flatten any tunnels that the moles have dug, because you have to find out where the active tunnels are, because that's where you want to place the traps. So I don't have a roller, and I don't think I could probably fit a roller in my Mini anyway. But I do have a tamper. I think it's called a tamper. Tamper or a tamp or something like that. So I spent about an hour and a half after lunch and before I started the stream going around the entire yard and flattening all the tunnels. So that way, when they're all flat, you can tell when a new one pops up. So that tells me that that is active. So when I find one, then I can go put the trap there, and hopefully, like I said before, you kill those little shits. And I have no idea how many there are. No clue. So yeah, you do get a marker where your objective is or whatever task you're doing. And I don't know if I can get the robot upgraded so that I get a bigger view of the map, because right now it's really pretty small. Alright, come on. One thing you can do with him is you can have him send out a pulse, and he can find spots in the ground where you can dig, or, you know, whatever. It could be anything in there. It could be clothes, it could be supplies, it could be batteries, it could be gas cans, it could be anything. But every time you do that, it takes 10% off of his battery. So you have to kind of use it a little judiciously. Seeds, as I mentioned before, that's kind of the currency. That doesn't take up space in my inventory, but as you can see right there, up above me to the right, springs and screws. I know I need screws because one of the other tasks that I have to do that is not active is Blane. You heard me mention the old guy earlier. I think he's ex-military. He's supposed to teach me how to survive. And one of the things that he's going to try and teach me next is how to set traps. Excuse me, for animals. And I know I need springs for that. Asta nuts. Oh, nice. Some raw food, raw meat. We can take that back to the church and cook it. You can, quote unquote, eat rotten food. But, you know, you get food poisoning from that. It's not guaranteed. But every time I've had some just to survive, I've gotten food poisoning. The old 45 record, that's one of the collectibles that the nomads can have you look for. Oops. Supposed to be somewhere. Now you can find weapons as well. And you do kind of have to play the inventory management game too. Let's see, it takes 6. Alright, I'm full. The pipes there, that's a tent. You can set up tents, which you can upgrade. It's kind of a way station, if you will. Take that food back. The battery that you see me carrying here, you can find radio masts that need a battery, and that will reduce. I think there's like 25 of them on the map. You can use those to power up the radios, and that will reduce that 30-day timer as well. This is a signal booster. I've only run across one so far. You'll run across an area where the little robot guy, he'll start flashing red. That means that there's some place that you can boost the signal that the people that are trying to find you use. And that can also reduce the amount of time left. I don't know if the weapons toothpaste. I don't know if the weapons can be used against people or not. But I think you could shoot animals with them in addition to trapping them. Proceeds. And Maggie. Blueprints. Okay, so there's gotta be... Stat. See a key or something. Whoa. Okay, that would be great to take back, but I just don't have the room for it. This locker. Yeah, you can find lock picks too. I don't have any right now. In here. I guess it's possible it could be outside. She hid in the toilet. Needed it now. Oh. All right, now what's in it? Blueprints. Some crackers, coat hanger. All right, so let's get rid of... Need 3 slots. I could have eaten the crackers. Still need... Okay. Yeah, the green things, they're red if they're in another container, but they're green if they're in your inventory. Those are like quest items. Call them that. Let's see, we can put one thing back. You found the blueprints, unlocking new items and enabling a hand generator to be built. Maggie's notebook has further instructions. Jacob will have to start with a hand generator, and Pop's blueprints should show the parts we need. It's a simple design and shouldn't be too complex to build. Check what parts we need and then return with them so I can get to work building it. Be sure to search the garage. Who knows? You might find what you need lying around. Okay, next step. Go back into the menus. Let's see. So we need a hand whisk and a small motor. Motor. Okay, now what do we give up? I wish there was a way, and I mentioned this the other day. I know Mankind Divided had this, but I know other games have kind of like an auto arrange your inventory to make room for certain things. You've got the room, you just don't have the empty spaces in the right places. Make things like that easier for you. All right, now we're gonna head back. So we've got some more meat, which we can cook. We don't have any empty inventory slots, so could search those cars. We could do that. Another thing that we could do, even though we're not going to use it, well, I was going to say we could throw the tent down here. But I don't know if we'll be back time soon. Come on, move. And the snow is very, very deep. And we'll do a, this is what the pulse does. Didn't find anything, but he'll mark it on the map. And then you walk over to that spot. And he also has a drill where you can drill down into that spot and then find a little bit of cache of whatever, junk, supplies, clothing. And as soon as you go back into the church, the batteries automatically fully recharge. PS. Defibrillator. Now that icon there, that's the stranger that I was mentioning before. Here's where we did the, this is one of the radio masts. The purple battery that you see there. That's where you use those. You climb up the ladder, and up at the top of the ladder will be a place where you can put the battery. Turn the radio mast back on. There's a Nomad right there, the guy with the gas mask. We don't have any caps. He tasked us with finding 50 of them. found 7. Let's see, we need to go talk to Maggie. Where is Maggie? She's over here. Hand generator. We already did the furnace. That. She'll walk over to her little bench area and she'll start working on that, and that'll show a timer as well. Anytime anybody is crafting something, you'll get a timer on it. Some things obviously take longer than others. Okay, let's drop off. Oh, let's cook the meat. Here. That. Leave the water. Leave one of the... Tell you what, let's drop off the 2 scraps. Yep. The meal fit for a king, right? Right? Let's see what else we got in here. Let's see. Food. Cereal bar, chicken soup, popcorn. I don't know how good that'll be for staving off hunger, but better than nothing, I suppose. And you do get a little bit of a bump. So if you don't have any, you get a little bit of a bump by cooking even something that's canned. All right, now let's go see. All right, extra 50 rescue points for keeping Maggie happy. Blane. I don't remember. Trombones, are you PC only, or do you do any consoles? I was going to say this. Yeah, see the timer for the hand generator. Alright, so she's done with that. Looks like we're going to level up. So the timer... Yeah. We got a reward of 4 hours and 50-minute reduction on the 30 hours, or 30 days. I'll say every time you level up, you get 2 new roles to choose from that you can assign to the other people. And as mentioned before, also, you know, there's a plus and a pro and a con for each one. And as near as I can tell, I haven't seen any restrictions so far. You can pretty much assign these at will. And you have to pick one. You don't have to pick one from the 2 that you just got. From scavengers. I'm eating rotten food. I don't know if I like any of these. Arguments. You don't have to assign them. You're just unlocking them at this point. We'll do that one, I guess. Alright, Maggie, next step. No, you're not going to sleep yet. Get over here. Having power in this place has given me an idea for a new craftable, a beacon that'll allow you to communicate with us from any campsite that has a campsite radio. However, it's a complex design that requires some special parts that aren't easily found. That's why we'll need to gain access deep underground. Sinkholes are deep, icy caverns with entrance holes so sharp it'd cut through your standard rope in no time. That's why it'll need an upgrade. Need some reinforced steel thread, which I have not seen. But the only place I've ever seen it available is via those strange trader nomads. You'll have to find enough seeds. So this is where, I'm guessing, this is where we can finally start buying stuff from the nomads. I've had plenty of seeds, but all I could do were these fetch quests for them. Now maybe this is the point where I can actually start buying stuff from them. You'll have to find enough seeds to purchase the parts before we can get that rope upgraded. She's gonna go to sleep. You can sleep too. You know, it replenishes your energy, but also, you know, obviously your hunger and thirst. Okay, so who? Cranks that. Alright, so I need some rest. At least a little bit. And you'll see the meters move for everybody. You can stop it at any time. You don't have to let it go until he's fully rested. And that's also where you get your save. Save when you sleep. Oh, nice. Power's at 100%. Somebody cranked it. Okay, let's see. Which one are we going to do now? Guess we should probably do this one. We need a shingle. Blane, this is what I was mentioning before. Blane is teaching you how to catch animals and has already built some rat traps. Before you begin, you'll need one more. Suggest searching a nearby street for the items required. Have Blane craft the extra rat trap to continue. Yeah, and you notice this one doesn't have a time restriction on it. Can't actually tell them, you know, you sleep now. Just give them the roll. 10 degrees Celsius outside, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Could probably, let's say we could probably go back out to the gas station and grab those 2 large canisters of gas. Depends on where the marker is. Perhaps I think it's going to be to the east. See what she wanted. Steel rope, or steel thread. Okay, fine. This right here. This is a rabbit hole. I'm guessing that I'll be able to set traps there once I am able to make them. I'd rather catch a mole. Get the damn things out of here. Yeah, I think these are lamp posts, so that'll tell you how high the snow is. Yeah, and the houses too. I've seen rabbits, seen rats. To be closed. Haven't found a need for clothes yet. It was interesting to me that, you know, you notice Jacob when he goes to sleep, I mean, his legs are like bare. And he looks like he's wearing socks instead of shoes. So I would have thought, you know, if he goes into a cabinet, he could put on some pants or some shoes. But it won't. Doesn't give me the option to do that, so I'm not sure what those are for. All right, paper clips. See, I put the wrong thing down at the garbage station, the garage. Earlier, I put the paper clips down and kept the screws. The springs, I should have kept the... Yep, see, there's a critter right there. Some rats. This is only like during this. I don't know if the sale is still going on Xbox. It's ending soon. I know that. This was like $5. Spring's coming out of my ass now. And anything that's made out of wood, you can use that to stoke the fire at the church. So there was, this is the one that needed the key, right? Yeah, looked like a gun cabinet. Let's see anywhere else we can go in here. There's no basement. Wendy's house, which is one of the first places that we went to because we needed to find her recipe book. Had a basement in it. Okay, what do we do with this? Okay, so we can go back to the church now. Oh great, if a first argument of the game. Yes, he is super skinny. Yep. Maggie's house. I don't remember if this is it right here or not. I know her house is in this area. No, hers is to the southwest of here. Uh-oh. Giving her the heavy sleeper. I thought we did the heavy sleeper before we left. Would help with her energy. Like I said, there's no way to actually tell somebody, you know, Maggie, go to sleep. Where is she? She's up there. I mean, she's sleeping now. I mean, if she's gonna go to sleep, or if she's totally exhausted, but she's gonna go to sleep anyway, well, I mean, why tell me? Okay, so who was arguing? Told me I had to come back and resolve it. Alright, so Blane, we gotta go have him craft the trap. Here, tell him to craft the trap. Okay. He'll go over to where it is he does his thing. Shouldn't take that much time. It's all in game, near as I can tell. I don't remember it counting down when you're not playing, because that would really suck. Blane, you're supposed to be crafting my trap for me. Don't go to sleep. Alright, anything we can drop off. Stuff. Okay, well, everybody's going to sleep. I actually kind of like that. Or maybe we should run back up to the gas station. Grab the gas. Everybody's gonna be oh, Wendy's not sleeping. The nice thing about what she does when she cooks one of these meals, she cooks 4 portions, so that means that she makes enough for the other 4 people. You can go ahead and when she makes it, you can have it a chocolate popcorn. Easy, quick, but very, very Moorish. So we can have her do that. Christoph is awake. Yeah, here's the robot right here. Yeah, see, she's got another dilemma, looks like. Question mark. Let's go divvy out some more food, I guess, while we're waiting for that. If I'm guessing the way that the game works in normal mode, which is what I'm playing, you can die, or any of the other people can die, but all it will essentially do is it will take you back to, I guess, the last time you saved. But there's an expert mode as well, and I think that's like permadeath. You die, you're done. Alright, so we should have food. Rice and beans. Okay, so we've got of those. And you don't have to leave those things in their slots. If you need to take them back out, you can do that. Let's see what I have. I need to sleep and I need food and water. Alright, I guess he's wearing some kind of boots. Stuff. There you go. Making my trap. Gonna get some food first. Campfire antenna. GPS navigation. Might not be a bad thing to run out and grab one of those. Of course, if he won't make my trap, I can't have him make that either. Let's see. Some vehicles, so this way. I haven't gone south much at all yet. Seen anything that needs it. Oh, this may be, yeah, I think this is the spot where we put the signal booster the first time. You were here when I was mentioning before the little robot, he'll start flashing red. That means you're near where a signal booster can be placed. When you find the right spot to put it down, it'll start flashing green, and that's what this thing right here is on the ground. Drop it right there. This one here, I don't have an explosive charge or C4. Supposedly that's gonna have some good stuff in it. I don't have that upgrade yet. Yeah, here's one of the dig holes that he found earlier. It's just pretty much any kind of junk in here. Yeah, here's another canister, same thing. Looking for... It's a spot. This is it. Van here, but I don't know if we can get in it. No. Yeah, see, I can't tell what those are. Some kind of critter. Wolves? I'll leave them alone, thank you very much. But let's go up. And they'll leave. Yeah, you see that little red dot to the left at the top of the ladder there? He climbs up there, and if you got a radio battery, this one's already been done, but that's where you put the battery. Turn the radio mask back on. Alright, so he made the other trap. GPS. Gas, good. Yeah, this is what I was talking about before, about rearranging your stuff. It should give you an option to do that. always come back. Okay. Go to sleep, Wendy. Yeah, my eyes are green. That's why. That's why. At least they're not red, right? Then you'd really have to worry. Color of money. Everybody's asleep. Nice. Okay, so let's drop off GPS and the gas. Christoph's gonna go get some food. Alright, so as soon as Blane wakes up, we should be able to have him make the campsite radio antenna, I think it was. Speak to Blane. We do have to go trap an animal. No, we got to do that. But he just went to sleep. So let's go see if we can help this guy. Uh-oh. A dilemma. May I help you? Hey, Jacob. Got some spare parts lying around my workbench from all this crafting. Not gonna be fun, but I think I can salvage something from them. What do you think? Now we've got all this stuff. I haven't noticed that there's... She's supposed to be sleeping. Unless she's dead. I'm doing okay. Blane says, I was holed up in a small cave after that asteroid hit. Lived off rats for months. I can't remember its exact location, but it was situated southwest of the church. Shouldn't be too far away. I've updated your notebook with instructions. Take all the rat traps from storage and go find my old cave. Find it, head inside, and we can start testing our hunting skills. Christoph needs some food and water. Wait a minute, didn't I just put stuff in there for her? Beer. Beer and ginger beer. You get Maggie sloshed. Some food. Find some food. Look. One of them. Maggie says, "Hey, Jacob, my tools are pretty worn. If you can find new ones, might be able to work a little faster." Okay. Bring your tools. Alright, so we were gonna do Blane's. Screwdriver, hammer, and wrench. We were going to do that one too. Let's do Blane's, and then maybe on the way back. Let's see, 12 degrees Celsius. Fire's going good. Okay. Like I said, this is the first time we've gone south. Yeah, rabbit hole. Canister or orange thing. I'll take that. Got these crevices that you have to navigate too. There's one over by Maggie's house. Is this the cave? No. Okay. Look at those vans. Nice. All right. I chose poorly. later. Oh, good grief. Strange. Ah. All right, buddy. We'll be back. Aha. Don't see a ladder. Well, it's definitely the strongest in the back. And here. I guess maybe I need rope to get up to the top, because it's the way the one that I found before was. I had to get on top of the bridge or the overpass, which was easy enough to walk to. Water tower. I don't see a bridge or a ladder. Fuel. These the This box here is kind of, if you've played Torchlight, it's kind of the pet functionality of the deposit box. You can put stuff in there and it'll be transferred to the church. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to. Problem is, I need food. Den. Oh, crap. I screwed up. An idiot. I didn't get the traps. Those first. Do I have to get them all? Idiot. your tools yet, sorry. Yeah, food is starting to become a problem again. First. Got soup and water. Help with thirst. Excuse me. Day 7. No, I got farther than I did last time. Day 6, where I decided to start over. Okay, so I got the traps. Everybody should have. Scavenger, they'll come steal some stuff from the church. Scavenger has successfully sneaked into the church. Team is unaware of the intruder as he quietly steals supplies from the storage area. Bandages, painkillers, some wood. No snow. Hopefully there's other stuff in here other than just animals. Level 8, signal initialized. Oh wow, I got 5 hours. Scavengers never steal items. Injuries from scavengers are increased. Okay, so there are 4 key things you need to know when it comes to hunting wildlife, kid. Trap type. Some animals can only be caught using certain traps. Check the trap's details. Traps also have different durability. Some will break, and some can be placed more than once. Bait dictates your chances of successful catch. Different animals are attracted to different things. Experiment to see what works best. Placement. You can place traps anywhere, but look to lay them close to animals or places you know animals will appear, like rabbit holes. Stealth. Don't go running about with that robot's lights blazing. You'll attract the animal. You can turn the light off, by the way, and they'll either run or attack. Catch them, be stealthy. Some animals are startled easier than others, and you can also crouch. Should be some supplies in the cave you can use to bait the rat traps. Those little things ain't fussy eaters, so it shouldn't be long before you catch them. See if you can catch 4 rats. Bone fragments, that's one of the other collectible things that the nomads looking for. Have any lockpicks? Alright, so there's a hole right there in the wall. There's another. Oh, there's 3 of them actually. Put the bag. Okay, so let's put a trap. There. I guess I don't necessarily have to be. Doesn't drop it where I'm standing. Now the question becomes, how long am I gonna have to wait? Do I wait, or do I just leave and come back? Oh, I gotta bait it. Okay. Heard it. Cereal bar. Well, maybe I shouldn't have eaten those nuts and stuff. Right, there we come. Should we try some toothpaste? Do rats like toothpaste? Anybody know? Rat had a piece of wood in him. They said it really will eat anything. Okay. Wow, it's really cold outside now. For I said bone fragments. Nomads will take those. Been baited. They're caught 2, right? So they should only have to catch 2 more. Maybe 1 more. Successfully caught 4 rats. Blake's notebook. It's further instructions. 9. Will never break or become damaged. Finding dig spots rewards an extra 20, but it costs more battery. But it's next it's time we start prepping to hunt that white bear. Trombones, we got a bear. First thing we'll need is a weapon to train with. Luckily, I have just the thing from my days hunting up in those mountains. Find what we need, and I'll be able to craft you a handmade bow. It's not the strongest weapon, but I've got a few arrows lying around that we can use. Just need to get the bow made. Unfortunately, finding the items we need is going to be up to you, kid. Ah, that's what the sinew is for. Sinew. Gut. The gut. Where's Lara Croft when you need her? see. I need to drink the water. Doesn't quite give us the room. That does. Wood. Alright, so we got some bone fragments for the nomad. We can save those for later. Wood for the fire, meat to cook. Sure we go. Wow. Minus 35. Should go outside yet. See, I don't know. All right, let's take a look and see how much of the gut we need. Just one, like. So doing one large plank. It must already be at the camp. All right, done here. Foods. Gummy bears. Paprika. Chocolate frosted sugar bombs. So I'm wondering. Oh, we've got the food. Wraps are all used up. Let's go back. Even though it's cold as hell outside. I think when we get back, I only wanted to do a couple of hours. More to test again. Do some more testing with the new capture device. Not that far away from the church either. Could always make another run to get the rest of that stuff. As I was saying before, I don't know if I ever finished the thought. I don't know if the church has a storage limit. I think it will still let me cook that even if it's been put away. back. Ah. Take it with me just in case. It's funny that he's gonna make me craft. Oh, when I know that I've run across them already. Maybe I didn't bring it with me. Stoke the fire. Let's see, what else did we... Water. Might have to make a food run. Head back to the hotel. See if there's cook. Let's check our events. Talk to Blane. Make it. Arrows too. Nice. That. And let's see. Okay, for food and water, I'm gonna have to go find some. Do need to save for sure. Just sleep for about 5 seconds. Long enough to get one. I do like the pink backpack that he's rocking though. Level 10. Another 5 hours. Timer. This time. Illness and injury, natural recovery times are reduced. Medication is less effective. See, I don't know exactly where it's saved. Locked. Okay. So, that is Impact Winter. And you can, at the end of the game, you get a rating. Like the lowest rating you can get is a B. It depends on how many people die and how many people survive. I think if everybody survives, you see the counters, they're above me. I think if everybody survives and you get rescued, you get the S ranking. Then there's an A and a B. I think those match what you would typically see in something like Metal Gear. I have never played, but I have seen them played, so that is the goal, I guess. First goal is obviously to survive. 3 hours, almost 3 hours. So, yeah. that is it for the day. Thank you guys very much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Next official stream is tomorrow. Normal stream, 6 o'clock tomorrow night. I don't know what it's going to be yet. It might be more of this. I'm not sure. Could be some Borderlands. Could be some co-op with Zombie and Ice Flame. Haven't asked them if they wanted to do that yet. So we'll see. So yeah, that is it for the day. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day.